Well, great balls of fire, Bubba. What happened, Buford? That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those son busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yeah, we initially had a toast scheduled for today for shot of the day, but honest to God, today we're going to toast Eddie Van Halen. All right, died earlier today at the age of 65. And look, if you like rock music, you don't have to like Van Halen. Just understand, this man was instrumental in whoever the guitar player is you think you like now. A lot of guitar players playing now, absolutely influenced by this guy, but the band in general, man, I mean, just for my money, I will say, look, I'm a crotchety, mean, angry person all the time, but to me, Van Halen absolutely defined fun. Look, David Lee Roth has a lot to do with that because he's a silly creature that could present it to us, but he had this tight-ass band behind him. But Eddie Van Halen, for me anyway, just absolutely redefined how people wrote like that big butt rock, right? Those big riffs and all that, man.
And not only that, but we've been at KSW for 15 years. We've
getting old.
We've had a blast here, but that is only a fraction of the time. KSW is a legendary rock station within the radio world.
Truly is.
And coming up on 50 years, as a matter of fact. One of the more legendary stories all time that comes from the guys who used to work here, the ladies that used to work here, deals when this studio was on Aurora Avenue, and Van Halen came in, and Van Halen took over. And Kathy Faulkner's told the story. There have been numerous accounts of this story on multiple levels of the debauchery that was involved in this one afternoon.
Yes.
When they came in with girls and drinks and everything else, to the point where we think to ourselves, as you said, Mike, we got here too late.
We really did.
We missed the fun. Because if you understand that time, that era, Van Halen basically took over the afternoon show. And it's still one of the most legendary stories of any story at KISW.
But the odd thing is, you will never hear the full story publicly. And even when we talked to Kathy Faulkner, she's like, I can give you guys 85%. She's like, and I know you won't tell it on the air, but still, I'm going to stop at 85% because the other 15% was as rock and roll legend as rock and roll legend can be. Right?
And that's the way they were. Just exactly what you saw on stage was what you got off stage. And that was fun for people in radio at the time, especially here at KSW.
Drug and alcohol induced fun. But keep in mind, the bass player, Michael Anthony, at one point, his bass was in the shape of a Jack Daniels bottle to the point that Jack Daniels allowed him to do it. I mean, it had the full logo, and it was just shaped like a giant bottle, and he would chug Jack Daniels on stage.
He would.
And they showed up with ladies.
And they showed up with ladies.
Yes.
That sounds awesome right now.
Right. It's a rock band, damn it.
Yes.
David Lee Roth still does. But anyway.
He does, yes. Dave has not grown up, but yeah. But anyway, to Eddie Van Halen, man. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichona!
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is playing?
I sure can, Miles. Oh, real quick, it's Jaquiski Tart. I would not name my son Jaquiski. It's a simple game, Miles, where we share with you.
It's a little bit like whiskey.
Yeah, it's your whiskey. Where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, legendary gentlemen.
Hola. Miles, this comment for you, by the way, on the story you're just saying, Van Halen coming in back in the day. Someone says, I remember listening to that day live. It was off the effing hook.
Yeah. Much different than our Zach Wild day.
Yeah.
They had women.
Yeah. That was the one difference. All right, Anthony, you understand how this
nice
here game
fellas.
is played.
Yes, I do.
All right, then you know that you have a choice of one of three stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? And finally, interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
Give me the drugs, man.
Drugs! Give 'em the drugs. All right, here's your story. Of course, we go to the fine state of Florida, where a man who was high on drugs headbutted a car before attacking a local fire official. The Daytona Beach News, they report that Volusia County Fire Services Battalion Chief Michael Inglet, he was headed to the fire station on a Friday night when he saw a man running down the road. Well, the man dove onto the hood of a vehicle head first, and he cracked the windshield. Well, the driver of that car stopped the vehicle, started screaming. So that's when the fire chief confronted 35-year-old Richard Kiefer and started to call for help. Now, Kiefer grabbed the chief by his uniform shirt and slapped him. The chief tried to push Kiefer away, but Kiefer would not let go. So England finally punched Kiefer. That didn't work. Finally hit him in the face with his portable radio. Now, witnesses helped the chief secure Kiefer until deputies arrived. And Kiefer later told deputies that, well, he'd taken some drugs. But the question is, what drugs did he take to decide to headbutt a car windshield and attack a fire official? Was it bath salts, PCP, crack, or heroin?
Did he put damage to the fire truck or something? Or
No, he just, so it's the fire official's walking into work at this point after he sees him headbutt the car. So it's just him and the fire official, but the fire official punched him, finally had to hit him with the radio to get this guy to let go.
Well, bath salt was like the answer to the last to the story.
I'm glad you remember that, Anthony, because I was correct.
Yeah.
You were.
What do you guys think?
Well, yesterday Ted went PCP,
I did.
and I went bath salts. So today I'm going PCP.
I'm sticking with PCP.
You are.
I am.
Oh, I see what you did there.
All right. Anthony, what are you thinking?
PCP. I'm going with bath salt.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay. We're going to find out if this guy who headbutted a car before attacking a fire chief was on bath salts, PCP, crack, or heroin next.
That was a tease.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated road solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Well, then, we were kind of playing the Van Halen, Van Hagar that we want on today. Got a couple more we're going to throw at you, right? But Taryn's going to take care of you all night long. So Eddie Van Halen passed away this morning, the age of 65 years old. Plenty more Van Halen coming up. All right, in the meantime, profile This Is the Game. The category drugs. Anthony's playing along. Florida man was high on drugs and he headbutted the car before attacking a fire chief. The fire chief fended him off by beating him with his radio. How's that? He didn't beat him off with a radio. Either way, the guy was on some kind of drugs. Was it bath salts, PCP, crack, or heroin?
And, Anthony, that is the very question that we posed to you. Now, Ted and Miles, you both went with the PCP.
PCP.
You know me.
No. And then, Anthony, you did not agree with them. You went bath salts.
There you go. There you go.
That's right. Cheer for bath salts.
Nice job.
Do your work, bath salts.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box,
Armageddon.
The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. Your choices today are the Jimmys,
Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon,
Seth Meyers,
Seth,
Ted Smith.
Ted.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there in the title. All these guys are teams of professional writers that come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late-night joke, and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
A new study found women in their 50s and 60s drink more alcohol than women in any other age group. This news was shocking to everyone who's ever been at a brunch. I mean, seriously, folks, this can't be surprising if you've ever had a holiday with that one sister-in-law.
See. Kimmel. Fallon.
Ted Smith!
Ted Smith!
Sister-in-law.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Guess they don't listen on radio.com.
I don't have a sister-in-law. Oh, I do.
Yeah. What do you mean you don't?
I thought I was...
Wow, I really hope they're not listening now on the radio.com app.
I thought you were throwing her under the bus.
Yeah, we did too.
No, I thought I was throwing you guys off like I have in-laws.
You have a sister-in-law?
You have one. You have one
right,
sister-in-law.
I had the one I called out.
That's the one.
Amy, that was not about you. I swear, sorry.
It was.
What other sister-in-law
We
do
had
you
to tell
have?
him to take Amy
It's
out
my
of it.
joke, and that's the only in-law that I have on that level. It's got to be about her.
I was very proud of myself for that joke. I was like, I don't have in-laws, so I'll never get it. Now you didn't get it.
Yeah?
Coca-Cola announced it's doing away with its coconut water brand, Zyko. It's a big blow for all those people who like pretending they like the taste of coconut water. Coca-Cola knew it was time to discontinue Zyko because they actually did it a year ago and no one noticed.
Seth.
Jimmy Fallon.
Coca-Cola announced that they are discontinuing their coconut water brand Zico. It's a big blow for all those people who love pretending that they like the taste of coconut water. Coca-Cola knew it was time to discontinue Zico because they actually did it a year ago and no one noticed.
Coconut water's awful, man.
You know, I don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah. I hate it when it's got little chunks in it. Little Chunks is also the name of my camp for offensive linemen under the age of 12. Little Chunks. Speaking of football, LSU football has removed the CDC wellness checks and resumed alcohol sales at Tiger Stadium. LSU football come for the tailgate and 2 weeks off of work.
Yes.
That is. With that said, it's a hell of a tailgate.
Yeah, you had a great time down there, didn't you?
One of the best times I've ever had in my life. According to a new study, 49% of people say they've improved their coffee-making skills during the coronavirus pandemic. The other 51% work at Starbucks.
Seth.
The Ted Smith.
That's Seth Wire.
According to a new study, 49% of people say they've improved their coffee-making skills during the coronavirus pandemic. The other 51% work at Starbucks.
So everybody knows, like, the idea of being James Bond seems amazing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we've talked about it. I finally watched a Bond with Daniel Craig, and it seems like the main joke was just that he's drunk all the time, this and that. You know, like, has Bond lost its way? Like, you can't make it, we can't joke about it because it's an unreasonable lifestyle he's living. But it's a lifestyle we all like to live.
Hell yes.
License to kill. Drink it in the morning. Bedding down ladies.
Here's my thing. I got a license to kill. I don't want to kill you. I just want to drink and have sex. But I can.
Right, hanging out in Monaco. I bet he goes to F1 races.
I'm sure he does.
So Daniel Craig was on with Jimmy Fallon, and they asked him about some of the downsides of being James Bond.
I don't get out very often, but sometimes I'll be sat somewhere, maybe in a hotel lobby or somewhere, where there's a bar, maybe. It can be literally 9 a.m. in the morning. and a martini will be shoved in front of me. Back in the day, there may be a time when a 9 a.m. martini may have been a kind of nice thing, but I'm just not. They don't go down so well now. 9 a.m. I love a martini, but 9 a.m. is a bit tough. I won't miss that.
I'm down.
It's not the worst problem to have, but yeah.
It's not, but also generally, I feel like if we're drinking a beer or a drink that early in the morning, like football's on, there's something, there's a reason. We're opposed to just being in a hotel lobby and boom, there's a drink at 9 a.m.
Now, I disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm at a hotel lobby. Which
that's
means,
okay.
Now, it's one thing, if I'm out with the wife and kids, the problem is, because for us, they're going to buy me like a shot of whiskey or a beer. Wouldn't be a martini, right? But it shows up, I want to drink it. But I'm going to get mean mugged by the wife. Kids are looking at you. It's just a bad look. But if I'm alone at a hotel, be like, hell yeah.
Send it.
Hell yes, I'm James Bond.
I guess
probably getting on a plane soon.
I'm just thinking about leaving Vegas.
All right.
I mean, that's one of the few times I'm like, I can't do a morning pop.
Okay, I don't know that Daniel Craig does what we do on vacation like we do in Vegas, where it's like, no, man, seriously, I don't want to drink.
That's the one day that I can never convince anyone else to drink with me.
Yeah, and I love a morning pop. I just...
No. Those days, I don't think, I've never even felt remotely okay leaving Vegas.
Yeah, and it's
you
the
start
one
questioning your life
the one
choices.
day your persuasion does not work.
And if you fly out of
seriously,
Vegas,
man, I'm gonna puke right here.
You know exactly what we're talking about. They always put you at the very last gate. It's at the end of the hallway. You got to pass the Burger King, and there's that one guy,
which is good,
sitting there with like 6 bar stools. You know what I mean? He's got like a what the hell's that cinnamon crap called that I drink all the time? Fireball dispenser.
I was going to say Cinnabon.
Yeah,
I know that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
right. Well, yeah, there's also nothing louder than a group of guys. I shouldn't say just guys. A group of people landing in Vegas. There's nothing quieter than a group of people leaving Vegas.
Same group of people. Right.
No.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple Game of Thrones bosses. So, you just recently watched that.
Yeah.
Did you see the episode in season 10 where there's a coffee cup?
I guarantee you I saw the episode because I saw every episode. I did not notice the coffee cup, however.
So there's a book coming out. Basically, they're just like, they can't believe it. Like, we got this
nobody caught it, you mean, within the final edit, or?
Right, just like he said, like, I'd seen that shot 1,000 times. We're always looking at their faces and how the shot sat with the other shots on the other side of it. Right, so I mean, this thing had been reviewed and reviewed and reviewed, but it just... Nobody noticed the coffee cup in there.
Because it's normal to you. But when you're going back in time or whatever this world is, right? you got to step outside of what's normal.
You do. And, I mean, like, look,
I don't think it's that, man.
What?
They're editing this stuff. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine sitting in a room for days on end? Look, I just got to make sure your facial structure looks right when you smile. Mm-hmm. So you're going over every detail, every stitch of clothing. Like, I think legit, they just missed it.
I think I mean, look, one of the more famous, hey, did anyone notice this, was in, I want to say it's the movie Spartacus, right? This big cinematic thing, and like 2 of the cats are wearing a wristwatch. It's like ancient Roman times, and like now they show you the picture, you kind of chuckle, but they're like, dude, we just didn't catch it. And that's the actors on the set wearing a watch.
There's a dude in blue jeans in Gladiator.
I read that one recently.
One of the guys like tending to one of the horses, one of the horse trainers out there, but yeah, he's wearing dungarees out there.
Yeah, well, if you're tending to horses, you got to wear jeans. Yeah.
That is
know
true.
This to be factual.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, jeans, I feel like I've been around for a while. Maybe not Gladiator time.
Not that long.
They were just a thought.
Just like,
weren't rocking jeans yet.
I want to get out of this dress and armor and put on jeans.
Let me get something more comfortable.
Can you imagine how comfortable jeans would have been to a gladiator?
They were called Leviticus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been great.
Especially the ones nowadays.
Leviticus,
give a little bit, got a little stretch in them. You'd be doing squats.
It's been a long time since I put on jeans.
Well, yeah.
I forgot what they feel like.
I put some on Sunday.
And?
You know what? Honestly, it felt good to be back in them.
Okay.
I haven't worn them since then, but it felt good to be in them.
I don't wear jeans, but I put on long pants Saturday. I knew I was going to be outside at night, and I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look, I was glad I had them on because I was warm enough that there were no complaints, but like all night, just quietly in my head, I'm like, I effing hate wearing pants.
Right.
I do wear shorts. Let's not misqualify that, but I'm just saying I prefer shorts over pants.
Right, and I get it. It's more comfortable to wear sweats or whatever, but I felt pretty classy, dressed up.
All right.
And ready to annoy people.
Whoever it could be.
Right. But you're right, it took a while.
Do you have a jean jacket?
No, I'm not Canadian.
I'm so saying, you could not do the Canadian tuxedo?
No.
Do you have a jean button-up shirt?
No.
You're really just one piece away from being able to pull off this look.
Yeah, I don't know that it's a look I'm going for.
But you could do it at any time. I mean, obviously, it's not a serious look.
Even if you mean it to be serious,
I own
it's not
a fur jacket. I would be hard pressed to buy a.
You could put that on and come in and just do Jay Leno jokes from back in the day. You don't need a TV time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hear this, see this, hear about this? You guys see this?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man.
Okay.
It seems tough. Anybody in here got a jean jacket?
No, but I'm
No.
thinking about it now.
Yeah, me too.
Get some Duran Duran buttons on that bad boy.
There you go.
You know
For some flair.
Yeah. You like that Human League? No. Just
I don't, but the button's cool.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
I was told there had to be buttons. Speaking of buttons, I'm sure she's undone a few herself. Miley Cyrus is doing an MTV Unplugged from her backyard.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she's talented enough to do it.
Right. She's going to do some her songs, and then she's going to do some Britney Spears. You don't know who Britney Spears is? Some Pearl Jam, and then not pullovers, but
dungarees?
Cardigans.
Oh, cardigans.
Oh, cardigans. Well played.
Sweater jokes.
Yeah. So she'll sing Weezer.
This is her second Unplugged session. She also did one in 2014 to promote her album Bangers.
Bangers.
Okay.
And that was the album before she put out MASH.
All right. Yeah. I tell you what, that'll be entertaining.
Actually, look, Miley Cyrus.
You might joke about her covering Pearl Jam. You haven't heard it yet.
Right. She has a great voice. Remember, she did SNL when the pandemic started from her backyard. Like, trust me.
Lance, I'm going to be a...
Right. She has a great singing voice.
Yes.
I sing better than I sound.
Right. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. There you go. TV Time with Ted.
Well, great balls of fire, Bubba. What happened, Bilford? That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those side busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Man puts up a billboard that says he's single and ready to mingle, and believe it or not, he scores. Meanwhile, a woman who stole an expensive diamond ring tries to sell it back to the exact same store. Student shocked to peel banana and get a 2-for-1 deal. Meanwhile, security flaw on chastity sex toy could make you permanently squeal. And R.I.P. Mr. Eddie Van Halen. It is time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story. We go to Belgium, where a homeowner is getting some flack about his lawn ornaments. Security officials in the area have taken issue with his gnome, Betty, and have asked that he either remove her or change her attire. Mainly because the only piece of attire is her white pants.
The problem is, she has really big, pronounced boobs. I've never seen that on a gnome before.
If you haven't seen the photo yet, it features a rather large gnome wearing only her white pants, and her rather large breasts are on display for the entire neighborhood.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I don't know where you'd get a gnome like that. Because you were telling, I'm like, how bad could it be? Like, oh my God.
It's
okay.
blatant.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, and it's not. I can't post it on the Facebook page is the problem. So you all need to go and look for yourself. Look for this gnome that needs to put a shirt on. Anyway,
Betty the gnome.
They're asking that she put some clothes on, but he's putting up a fight to keep her the way that she is. You're right. Who looks for that?
I think we need to find one of those for a very special certain someone. We know who collects gnomes.
It's all about
we'll
old.
put it in their front yard one night.
Special sauce?
No. This is
someone close to special sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
their wife loves gnomes.
We could get one of these and put it right out in the front yard.
Oh, yeah.
No problem. As soon as we get that Trump teddy bear.
Okay.
That's going to the other place.
Very good.
set a standard in that neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it. All righty, here. Another news. A student in the UK has found an anomaly in his lunch. The young man went to the store and, thinking healthy, he bought himself a bunch of bananas. When going to eat one of said bananas, he said that he was, quote, immediately astonished by its girth. It's mainly because it was a, quote, double-barreled banana. The student posted multiple photos of the peeled banana showing that it actually had 2 rods of the delicious fruit inside. I had never seen this before.
Me neither.
Will you stop it?
What's up, Ted?
Because of its girth? It's got 2 rods inside.
2 rods, double-barreled.
Girthy rod.
And it really did. They were squished right together, which I don't understand how scientifically that works.
I think the bananas wanted to have sex, and to them, it's like being in a sleeping bag.
I guess.
And then this guy peeled it, and they're like, hey, some privacy.
Like, was there one deflated banana peel in the rest of the bunch that didn't have its banana?
Yeah, that is a weird thing. I don't understand what happened.
Fascinating. Another one you ought to go check out.
Would you have eaten it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Little double banana? You bet. I'll go double banana.
Oh, no. I'm just looking at one.
Oh, you're looking at it?
Yeah.
No good for you, huh?
How could you not see that it was going to be like that when you peeled it?
He just thought it was
girthy.
just
thick, yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
That's his word.
It was
Girthy.
massive, like, yeah.
Yeah, girthy.
Veiny.
I don't want to use the term girthy.
I know.
What else term would you use, Ted?
Thick? Weird? But thick is used for a lot of stuff besides just
Sure, but we've all had a thick banana before,
Right.
but this is girthy.
So is girth. Like, man, oh man, what girthy thighs you have.
Nobody says that.
Well, I'm going to start. Hey, baby, anyone tell you got girthy thighs?
Girth Brooks.
Girth Brooks.
And built like a can of tuna.
Jesus. In Manchester, a young man has changed the dating game. He took it upon himself to spend 420 pounds on a billboard that featured him in a pose giving out his phone number to all the ladies looking for a single man. Apparently, the board has worked well for him. He's reported that he's had upwards of 200 calls from potential partners and has even settled down with one.
Okay. Yeah, the one.
Right.
I'm just feeling like the people that call you on a billboard, like, yeah, you got 200 people, 193 of them, like, oh, dear God, no.
Yeah.
Right?
Be careful what neighborhood you put that billboard up in, depending on what you're looking for.
What neighborhood would you put it up locally?
I mean, around here.
If you're looking for some high dollar ass, I'm going Queen Anne or what's the
like if you want Coke, I go Kirkland. If you want
if I want drug
pretentious crab, go Bellevue.
There you go.
If you want a hairy chick, I'd recommend staying in the Fremont area.
And Maple Leaf if you want someone who's been married 4 times. Very important.
All right.
Law of averages.
There's a new piece of technology coming out that's the first of its kind for those of the kinkier side of things. There's a brand new piece in the world of chastity devices. It's a brand new technology that is completely powered through the internet and an app on your phone, but there is one fatal flaw. The designers have admitted that the security of the device is pretty low, which opens the user up to hackers, which could potentially lock the user in the device permanently.
I will never feel bad for it.
Good times.
No.
Somebody hacked it.
And I don't want to go to the hospital with that problem. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to your Seattle Storm. They're now four-time WNBA champions.
Oh, there you go.
They won 92-59, slaughtered Las Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah, Taryn's up. She's got a whole lot of Van Halen.
Yes, indeed. But in the meantime, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.